Sachin Tendulkar, 16 years of age, goes to play in Pakistan. 3 fast bowlers from Pakistan. Imran Khan, Waqar Younis, Wasim Akram. The ball comes, boom, 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 goes all over him. And one of the commentators says, too young. Now listen to me. One of the commentators says, too young to play for India. They should save him for the future. One ball comes and hits on his nose and the blood starts coming out. The doctor's running. He stops the doctor, says, go back. Cleans it with his gloves. And guess what happens? The next ball he hits a 4. And what happens after that? He scores a 50 runs, becomes the youngest cricketer in world history to score 50 runs. But what was the opposition? The opposition were 3 fast bowlers, balls coming in and passing all the way through. But the guy had to keep his composure. Negative talks, oh, Tendulkar, don't do it. Oh, Tendulkar, give up. Oh, Tendulkar, you're too young. But this guy says, you shut up, you shut up, you shut up. Because I know what I'm born for. India versus Pakistan, one more match is happening in Chennai. India loses the match by 12 or 11 runs. Tendulkar gets back spasm. How many cricketers who got back spasm came back and played the game? 0. He came back, played the game. He went on to score more centuries. India versus New Zealand. And guess what happens? He got tennis elbow. How many cricketers got tennis elbow, came back and cricket and played? 0. He played. 36 years of age. I remember the time because I was in IPL during that time. And Sanjay Manjrekar made a statement, Tendulkar is too old, he must retire now. He's too old because there are younger players. He must retire now. And Tendulkar was quiet. And that year, he scored 200 runs in ODI match, became the first cricketer ever in history. That year, he became the ICC's Cricketer of the Year. And then he retired when he wanted to. And he came up with his own biography. And he earned crores of rupees through the book. Ladies and gentlemen, constant, consistent commitment. Clap like you mean it. Come on, for all these guys. They make us proud, don't they? Question, question, question. Rahul, do we have the same ability? Now, if we don't get this belief in our head right, we will not make it happen any which way. I can come here and talk to you for 1 hour, 10 hours, and it has no meaning till we understand that we've got the same power. Constant, consistent commitment. Do we have the power? I'll prove to you right now, right here, and then make you do things. How many of you are married? Raise your hands up. My sympathies with all of you. How many of you are not married? Raise your hands up. Hands down. How many of you have children? Raise your hands up. Who don't have children, raise your hands up. Okay, give me an answer. Quick question, quick answer. Yes or no? The question is, will you ever let your children die of hunger? I'll try it again. Will you ever let your children die of hunger? People who are not married, who don't have children, are also saying, no. Pehle bachcha ta paida karo. But look at that. This is human potential. This is human potential. Understand? Will you ever let your children die of hunger?
No.
Why?
Because as a parents, my parents never let me down. So why I should down to my...
I will not let my children down because my parents didn't let me down. Sit down. You said no. You said no. Why?
Love.
Love. Will you let your children die of hunger?
No, sir.
Why?
It's a love and
Love, responsibility, safety. I am gonna do it for my child. Agree? Agree, yes or no? Okay, the manager, I'm not gonna talk to you, I'm gonna go back there. Please stand up. Let's say that India is in a bad situation, Modiji's demonetization did not work, we all lost our jobs, everybody's out of job, you lost all your money, your savings, your gold, your silver, you're hungry for 3 days. I know you're not married. Yeah, you're married, right? You're hungry for 3 days, your mother's hungry for 3 days, your wife is hungry for, I know you're not married, imagine. Your wife is hungry for 3 days. Your child is hungry for 3 days. 4th day, your mom is okay, you're okay, wife okay, but son cries. And son tells you, Papa, I want to eat 1 roti, please give me. I'm going to ask him the question, all of you give the answer. Please give me a roti. Your neighbor says, I can give you 1 roti. The question is coming, I can give you the roti, but for you to eat the roti, for you to get the roti, you will have to wash my clothes. Will you wash, yes or no?
Yes.
Wash my vessels. Will you wash, yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you, sit down. You just proved to me that for your son who's dying of hunger, you are in constant, consistent commitment. You'll wash somebody's clothes and plates, but you'll not let your son die of hunger. I just proved to you that you have the element. You have the element of constant, consistent commitment. But do you use it? Whichever part of your life you're doing very good, you're using it. If you're not doing good, you're not using it. Rahul, the price of my product is too high. The competition is coming in with a huge solution, cheaper solution. The doctor has so many questions. What do I do? You will do anything you can, but you're going to know that you're going to find out an answer. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was fighting with the might of Britishers. He had no guns and bombs. He didn't even have soldiers. But he won because he had it in his mind that I can do it. He believed it. If you don't believe it, you can't win it anyway. The game is fought in the mind, and only in the mind. And ask any champion in the world, any champion that I've worked with, they will only give you one answer. Dude, the game is not outside, the game is inside. Rahul, is this the truth? It is the truth, but how do I make it possible? Well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this. I am now going to unleash the power within you. And I want you to know before I do that, you have a question in your mind. Rahul, all this you're talking is good, but do you practice it? Do you practice it? I know why you're laughing. What do you know about me? What he said, I've trained 1 lakh people, outstanding young person of India, author of 2 books. I have done IPL, and he said, wow. But do you know this, that I lost my father in my own hands due to cancer? Do you know that somebody spoke to me and said, Rahul, you're such a horrible speaker. We feel like throwing rotten eggs and tomatoes on you. Somebody took my training material, tore it and put it in a dustbin in front of the whole class. Somebody said, your English is so poor, we feel like laughing and crying at you, so why don't you bloody shut up? I don't come here to manipulate you today. I don't come here because I know that a youngster sitting here, 24, 25, 28, 30 years, boss, the last thing I can do is to manipulate you and send you from here. Because I know that your future depends on what you do today. And it's my responsibility to help you understand that, hey, listen, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you, not to manipulate you, but show you the power within you. I laughed at people who laughed at me, but I also cried many, many times. And I asked myself a question, how long will I cry? My English is poor, what do I do? I took a book, read the book in 7 days, flat. That year, I read 52 books. 3 years, I read 156 books. My English improved, my knowledge improved. Times of India came to me after 3 years, said, can you write an article for us? I wrote 1 article, and guess what happened with the 1 article? They said, great job, can you become a columnist? I wrote for them for 8 years, 175 articles. They took my articles, and they published it in a form of a book. And they said, Rahul, this is knowledge series. I took this book, went back to those boys who insulted me, gave the book in their hand and said, thank you very much. If you had not insulted me, I would not have become an author in English. For the people who said, Rahul, we feel like throwing rotten eggs and tomatoes on you, IPL 3 finals, Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super King, A.R. Rahman was performing, Shahid Kapoor was performing. I was hosting that show that night. I closed my eyes and I thanked those girls who said, we feel like throwing rotten eggs and tomatoes on you. I said, thank you. Agar tumne sara insult nahi kiya hota, to aaj main us mukam par kaise pahunchta. The people who said, Rahul, you're too young, you'll never make it happen. I was given the Outstanding Young Person of India award. At 30, I was in IIM Bangalore teaching. My point to all of you is only one, guys. That there is possibility if you believe in it. If you don't challenge what is not working for you, it's going to put you down. I had to challenge that I don't have good English background. Nobody in my family does. Nobody in my entire town does. But I'm going to bounce back from that.